Hello folks, welcome to the VIP series. We've not been on here in a while, but we have the card Clash of Illusion. This is our opportunity to see how much of this event you can do without spending any money at all. So, because it's the final day, we have 49 cards. So we've got our 9 initial ones here that I've gone ahead and spent on the first level, so that you can see the different things we've got here, and we've got 40 as well, which we achieved for logging in every single day. On top of that, we have our contractual strategy. This is going to give us 600 Contract Starry Gems, which is exactly enough to buy more cards if we need them. As well, I have 31,489 gems, which means I have more than enough to buy additional cards should we need them as well for making progress here. So the goal for today is to see how much we can do without spending money, just using gems and Contract Starry Gems. And the question is, will we get to stage 9 or stage 7? How far will we get as a free-to-play player? Also, will we need to use Contract Starry Gems from these packages here to make optimal progress? Remember that we're after these glorious treasury coins so that we can buy things like Stellar Shards and later down the line, Sublimation and Core Chests. So let's see if that's possible. So we begin here looking for a good way to get ourselves final damage bonuses. Now we need Shadow, we need Dark, we need Transcendent. So we have this Dark conversion here. That's excellent. The Fortress conversion and the Light one aren't as useful. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use this Fortress conversion on this Abyss hero here just to give us an aura bonus. We'll send that in for a little bit of extra damage. That, or we go ahead and we cancel the usage because that only got us 1600. What happens if I put it in this team up here? Actually, it takes that down. Wow. Okay, so in that case then, we'll just go ahead and use it here alongside this Shadow hero. That should be fine. So that's 2 Fortresses and a Shadow. Let's attack with that, and then we'll bring on the next card. So, we bring out our 3 here. Wow, Shadow, Fortress. That Fortress is unfortunate, but the double Shadow is actually really, really good here. That's exciting. We've got 2 Lights. Is that better than a Transcendence hero over here? Let's go for a test. We've got 32,000, or we can go 3,600, or by going for 3 of a kind, that's actually worse. So it's better to have 2 and a Restrain bonus. Okay, that's really, really good to know. In that case, I'm just going to use the Light here on Olivia. Let's send that in and attack. There you go. Right, let's bring out some more cards. We get Transcendent, that's good. We get Fortress, that's bad. And we get Abyss, that's also bad. But we got double Dark. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's really good, actually. So I'm going to send Team 2. And we're just going to draw, hoping that we get a Dark hero. Because that will make such a huge difference if that's the case. Abyss. Abyss. Ah, Forest. That's very unlucky. Is there a way that we can get this to 120,000? I don't think so. Also, I've been so unlucky here. I got absolutely screwed. All I have had is faction switch buffs, which are just bad. That's really bad. If we go double Dark in this, what is that going to be for us? That's 35,700. I mean, that's not terrible. That's basically what we just have in Team 3. So that's an additional, what, like 4,000 points there. It's not amazing, unfortunately. The Light is useless to us. And the Forest, that might be nice for getting us an aura bonus, but it doesn't actually change anything because we already have an aura bonus from 2 Abyss. So we're really in a crap position. In that case, it might be worth just putting one of our Dark heroes here so they can enjoy the aura bonus from the Tixes. Yeah, that was actually quite good. That was very good, actually. That got us an extra 2,100. And then if we throw a Dark here, that's an extra 2,100 again. Actually, I think that's the best way of doing it. That's the most points that we can achieve here. And then we've just got to see what left. Yeah. So we'll go ahead. We'll send in just this team. There you go. And now we're left needing 8,720. I think that's just one more card and that's it. No, it's not. Wow. I need another card as well. That's really unlucky. Well, there you go. That is the boss defeated. That was a really rough run, but it happens. Sometimes you don't get lucky. Right, let's send in our teams again. Let's get 9 on board. So there's Team 1, there's Team 2, there's Team 3, and we're looking for Fortress, Light, and Transcendence here. Okay, that's great. We've got Dark, Light, and Transcendent as a buff. So if we can get a full Transcendence team, that's amazing. And we have turns the selected hero into a Transcendence hero. That's very, very promising for a start. That's not bad. Right, I'm going to go ahead and convert, like, Team 1 and Team 3 are basically the same. So we'll just go ahead and put a Forest here just to get an aura bonus on this Light. Actually, rather than doing that, let's just send Team 2. That is easily the worst team. So we'll put that in, and let's draw 3 more. Dark, Shadow, Shadow. Ooh, we could go 3 of a kind Shadow here. That's not terrible. I don't hate this. So I think we just send that team. It's not a great team, but it's worth sending either way. Let's go ahead and draw again. Forest is bad. Transcendent is good. Abyss, interesting. So what I'll do is I'll get the aura bonus for Forest here. That just takes us to 33,600. We'll go ahead and attack. Ooh, then again, I do have... That's our first team with a Transcendence hero. So the Transcendence conversion could actually really work in our favor here. I'm going to leave that team. And if you look, Team 1 and Team 3 are identical. So we'll just attack. I'll use the Forest here to get a bonus. We'll send that. Now, if we get Transcendent, this is going to be good. Ooh, Dark again. And the bonus here is Shadow, Abyss, Dark. I think what we have to do is we'll convert to a Transcendence hero here, getting us 2 of a kind. We'll then buff up Transcendence heroes. We'll then put 10% extra power into this team. And then we'll buff up our Dark heroes here. We need a little bit more power. So we'll cancel the usage here. And I think we have to send Team 1. We're 8,010 damage off. That's really annoying. So we draw. That's game on board. Man, we've been so unlucky with our buffs. Right, either way, we'll send that in. Let's bring on the next one. Here we go. I got 9 here. So that's going to be our first 3 teams. So let's pull them in. We're after Dark, Abyss, and Transcendence here. That's a buff for none of those. How am I this unlucky? Right, next one. Here we go. We get ourselves Fortress. We get Light. We get Fortress. At least it synergizes with that buff there. There's a Faction Restraint bonus. That's not actually going to help, sadly, as we do not have a team that is super restrained against this boss. We're going to spend 6,000 gems and buy 60 more cards. That's just going to help us. Okay, now when it comes to sending in teams, I think Team 2 is the one we just put in. It's not great. It's pretty rubbish. And I think Team 3 is actually just similar enough, and it gets the same benefits from here, that we'll just leave that. So we have to send one of them in, so we'll just go send in Team 2. We'll draw 3 more. Abyss, Shadow, Forest. That's not good. Team final damage bonus is good. So I think what we go ahead and do here is send in... I think it's Team 2. I think Team 2 is still pretty weak here. At least Team 1 has a Transcendence hero, so that's okay. So we'll drop this in. We'll draw 3 more heroes. Fortress isn't good. Light's bad. Oh, that's annoying. Hang on. Turns faction of the heroes besides the target into the same faction as the selected one. That's great, because that'll synergize. Unfortunately, this initial buff doesn't do anything, but that is going to mean that we can actually get a full team of Transcendence heroes. So we can go and convert this Michelle. I can then turn the entire team into Transcendence heroes. We can then give them a restraint bonus. We can then give them the plus 15. That's a solid start. It's not perfect, but it's something. So what we'll do is we'll send in Team 2, because this is easily the worst team, and we'll draw 3 more times. Hopefully, we'll get a buff that's good enough, and we can get this beat. So there you go. Oh, another 15%. Brilliant. So we'll add a little bit of extra power to that team there. We'll do this conversion so that we get ourselves a Transcendence team. So that'll be really good for us. We'll add the restraint bonuses and the plus 15 power. Is this going to be enough on board? Oh! How much more damage do I need? Like, I'm seeing here, we've got 5, 3, so that's 8, 11, 12. Oh, man. That's close, but not enough. That is unlucky. So we'll cancel the usage. Which team do we just send in? I'm pretty certain we're just going to send in Team 2. And you know what? I'm going to keep those buffs out, just in case. And it'll tell us when we're ready by putting an X on the boss. So put all our restrain bonuses in. We'll go with the plus 15. We'll go with the plus 15 again. We'll add the 1500 to the entirety of Team 3. We draw. That's light. That's unlucky. Light again. Man, we're going to need all 3. It's such a sad waste of that final buff. That is game on board. But again, getting unlucky with our bonuses is what is costing us here. That is a shame. Okay, we now have ourselves the Turret Monster, and this is going to need Forest, Light, and Transcendence. So let's draw our 9 cards out here. We have Abyss, we have Fortress, we have Transcendent. Transcendent is good. Okay, let's go with the next ones. Abyss, Dark, and Forest. At least Forest is a buff here. We get Abyss, we get Forest again, and we get Light. Now our bonuses here is an Abyss conversion, which isn't very helpful. We have Transcendence conversion, which is helpful. And then we have the plus bonus. Okay, so looking at this, our first 2 buffs are great. They help Team 1 become a full Transcendence team. I think what we'll do is we'll drop Abyss here on the Light. That's going to buff up our Forest hero here. Wait, is that... Did we lose? Oh, no, we need Light. Okay, we'll put it on the Dark then. That's probably our best play. Yeah, and then we'll attack with this team. And then we'll draw 3 more. We get Light. We get Shadow. And we get Forest. Ooh. So we have Light and Forest. And this buff is for Light and for Forest. Oh. Oh, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So some variation of Team 2 and Team 3 is worth keeping here. I think Team 3 is better because Forest is in the middle. So if we have the neighboring conversion, that's actually really strong. So I'm just going to send Team 2. And then we're going to draw 3 more guys. Hopefully we get a good buff. Dark, Light, Abyss. Oh, that's huge. 30% final damage. Nice. Okay, so I'm just going to send in Team 2, and we're going to draw 3 more guys. Come on, give us a good buff. Forest, Shadow, Shadow. With a Fortress convert? The Fortress conversion works here on Team 1. I don't dislike it, but then if we just convert into a Transcendent, it's the same vibe. What I do see is that we can do this to Team 3 and just fill it with buffs, which is actually quite nice because we're getting so much additional power here. And I might even consider either converting the Abyss hero into Transcendent. How much extra power does that give us? Not a lot. Or we can go and turn our Transcendence over here, get an aura bonus. Oh, that's significantly better. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go ahead, throw in our buffs here on Team 3, as that is slightly the better team. That's going to get us 52,000. Still short. So we'll cancel usage, and we'll go ahead and attack with Team 2. And I'm going to draw again. 1, 2. That's not good. At least, though, with our buffs, I can even turn this into a Fortress, as that will get a little bit of a bonus from earlier. Yep. How much more damage do we need? Because we've got 5,000, 8,000, plus... So that's 9,000, 11,000. I need 1 more card. Wow. I'm just off. But that's game there. So close. Okay, we have 27 cards remaining. That is stage 4 beaten. We're on to stage 5. Here we go. Abyss, Abyss, Dark. At least we've got Dark here. The buff here is Fortress, Forest, Light, so that's not very helpful. This has really bad restraints. How have I managed that again? Abyss, Abyss, Shadow this time. And then we get Forest, Shadow, and Light with a Shadow convert. Don't like any of that. Okay, I'm just going to send in Team 2. Hopefully we get something better. Forest, Abyss, Dark. At least there's Dark there. Final team aura bonus. That's cool. That's a little bit of a buff. But we're going to want to save that anyway. I mean, Team 2 is just weak here. Yeah. Yeah, we have to send Team 2 and draw 3 again. Come on. It's still not good. We get Fortress, Fortress, and Shadow. We do get an additional aura bonus buff here. It's nice. It helps, but it's not amazing. So, again, I think we just send Team 2 and we draw 3 more. Come on, man. Give me a good buff. Hey, Transcendence. Light. And Fortress. And this bonus is for Dark, Light, and Transcendence. That could be good. Dark and Transcendent are 2 of the Restrain bonus heroes we need. We just need Dark and Transcendence heroes on the same lineup. Man, there's so much RNG involved in this. I know some of you have complained about it, going like, oh, I don't like this event because there's so much randomness. I feel you. But yeah, we've got Fortress, we've got Forest, we've got Light. Do we just use the Shadow here just to get an aura for a little bit of extra damage? I mean, I don't hate that as an option. And I'm curious, how much can we buff up Team 1? Because there's an aura bonus, so we might as well just capitalize on that. There is a Dark Hero that we can give a little bit more to. And we can increase the final damage output of that team. So that's 7,100. That's not a tiny team. And then we can put buffs on this as well. And that becomes 35,000. I mean, that's pretty sizable. That might just be enough with 2 more cards. No, it's 3. Yeah, we need a full load. Ah, and we get the neighboring buff thing here as well. Ah, well. At least doing this is going to make us get more damage on Team 2. So that's something at least. Either way, let's attack. And we're left with 6 cards. So here we are, stage 6. Now things are going to get interesting, because teams require 4 heroes, but every 3 is still going to get us a buff. So what I'll do, I do think we need to start purchasing with Starry Gem items. So I'm going to buy another... Let's just go with 14. Let's play it safe. And that's going to get us to 20. Let's see if we can beat this in 20. Okay, so we're going to pull out our full lineups if we can. So that's Team 1, that's Team 2, and here comes Team 3. And look at our buffs now! Oh my word! We got a Shadow conversion, but then we got all this extra firepower. Nice! And then we're after Light and Transcendence heroes. Well, there's a Light there. So we could go 3 of a kind Shadow, buffing up the Light hero here, and then super buff this team with the buffs there. And that takes us to 77,000. So that's good to know that that's an option. I like that. So what we'll do is we'll send probably one of these weaker teams in. There is this team, Team 3, I like as well, because we can also use the Shadow buff there. So I'll send Team 2. Let's throw Team 2 in, and we'll draw another group of guys. So there's another buff. Oh, it's another Shadow convert. That's a shame. If only we had Light or Transcendence convert. And yeah, I think I don't think we beat this yet. Now, our abundance of Shadow is going to help buff up these teams slightly, like that, right? And then obviously we just throw in on one of these. It doesn't really matter. They're pretty much identical. But that's still not enough firepower. Yeah. So we still need a little bit more from this. See, how much difference is just turning a Shadow here? How much difference does a Shadow on Team 2 make? 2,000? Okay. And how much of a difference did Shadow on Team 3 make? Ah! Less. Interesting. So having a 2-of-a-kind aura is actually just good. Okay. In that case, I will use one of our Shadows to get us that aura bonus. We will attack with Team 2. And let's draw again. And we get another buff specifically for Fortress, Forest, and Light. Okay. So we can go with our Shadow convert here. Bit more power. We'll buff the Light hero on Team 1. We'll send on every single buff we can. How much more power does that give us? 8,000. Wow. It's not enough to kill, but that is very big. Let's draw 2 more cards. We get Light. Nice. And we get, Forest. I wonder if that's going to give us more power. So 8,000 and 46,200. Let's cancel that. Let's put this over here, because that whole team gets a bonus then. That was big. That was very big. In fact, that team is now the biggest team. Huh. Let's throw all the buffs on there. Oh, this is getting juicy. Oh my word. That's 89,000. And it's still not enough. Right, I think we need one more dude. And that's game. I mean, we need just a tiny amount more damage. Oh, it's so annoying. Alright, we'll just send Team 3. We'll draw that last card. Oh, we don't have any more. Right, okay. So we need to purchase 1. And there we go. That's game on board. With a buff as well. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Oh, man, this game. Right, there you go. We are now left with Stage 7. Okay, so clearing this is doable. This shouldn't be hard at all. Getting to stage 9, probably significantly more difficult. So far, this is completely standard look. Now, I'm going to buy 20 again. We'll see if we can do it in 20. Here we go. So draw, 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 draw. Okay. So our initial team here is Shadow, Fortress, Transcendence, and Forest. So what we're looking for is Shadow, Dark, and Transcendent. So that team 1 is actually okay. We just have a buff here for Dark and Transcendent. So that's something we want to keep in mind, that can be quite helpful. Let's get all our heroes out here, though. Forest, Forest, Fortress, Abyss, and team 3 is Light, Fortress, Abyss, and Fortress. Okay, so team 2 and team 3 absolutely suck. They have an aura bonus. That's just about it. We've got the double forest here, which might have some usefulness later. I think we just send team 2, and then we're going to draw again. See what else we can pull. So we get Transcendent, good start. Fortress, less so. Light, maybe could be helpful. Light again. At least we get an aura bonus there. I'm seeing that this is going to be really good on team 2. I think we just send team 3, and then we draw more guys. Come on. 1, 2. There's an aura bonus. That's good. We get a dark hero there. That's helpful. Dark again. Nice. Now give me another high roll. Shadow. Oh, that's a good team. That's a very, very good team. Okay. Because this is going to be helpful. If we increase our restrain bonus here and the aura bonus as well, that's not bad. That's 68,000. Team 1, we can increase its power by swapping the Fortress hero to Forest. That gives us a little bit more there. Not going to get much use out of this Abyss, sadly, but we can go and buff Team 2 here. So we're kind of all across the teams. I will just send then Team 1 here. Pretty certain that's not going to be better. No, it's not. So we'll cancel the usage there. We'll just go with one Forest hero where the Fortress is. We'll send Team 1, then we draw again. However, we do need to get some more enchanted cards here. So I'm going to buy another 3. So we go 1. There's our immediate aura buff. That's actually really good. Is that enough for the kill? Ooh. Not yet. I think I need one more card. Draw. If we convert this to Abyss, is that stronger? No, that's weaker. Okay, cancel usage. Yeah, we're going to have to draw another card. And then that's going to be game. Yeah, there we go. And that is stage 7 cleared. Now, looking at this, with Starry Gems, I can only buy 22 more of these enchanted cards. I think that's only going to be enough for stage 8. Which means, then, if you were going to want to push this even further, you're going to have to spend Starry Gems. And you're probably going to have to spend 1,250, maybe even more by going into these lower packs to push further. Now, if you're a free-to-play player, is that worth it? Because currently as it stands in the Glorious Treasury, when we now claim our rewards, you can see I have 10. Now, 10 is nice. That does mean I can get 2 lots of Stellar Shards. But if you guys are hoping that you can get to stage 3, which is going to get a Sublimation or a Core Chest, we're going to need one more level in the card Clash of Illusion. Now, to get here, we are going to have to do 8 and 9, which is probably going to use just over 40 more cards. Now, we can buy 22 more from here, and that's going to be 220 Contract Starry Gems, but to get more on top of that, we're going to have to go and take a look at the value packages, where we can buy another 20 from here. I might need to get an additional 4 on top of that. Let's call that 1,500 more Contract Starry Gems. Now, that's considerably less than the Contract Starries you would spend to get to 300 points here. And that will get you a similar reward. However, going up this as well is going to get you an artifact chest, and it's also going to get you access to half a Sublimation Melon chest. But then again, it's a significantly smaller investment, so I think that's pretty worth it. So let's go ahead and let's purchase using this. Let's make this happen. So we're going to go ahead and spend 220 more Contract Starry Gems and get some more cards. So let's go ahead and draw all these out into here. Already, we're going to see some buffs. We're looking for Fortress, Light, and Transcendent. Great, then we've got Light here, and we've got a 10% increase. We've got to sell Fortress in the first one, Fortress in the second one, and this final team is, ooh, Transcendent. That's actually not bad. And with the Light conversion, oh, that's great. And is this Light, Dark, Transcendent? Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. What we can do is we can make team number 3 insane. If we turn this Cthulhu into a light, we then make the neighboring ones light. We then get a fantastic bonus, and every single hero in here can be buffed. Oh, that's our dream team. That right there is the perfect team for this. So we're going to cancel usage, but I love how that all works so nicely. We'll go ahead and send team 2, and we're just going to go and grab 4 more cards from here. Light, Abyss, and Dark. Wait, what the heck? And this is for Shadow, Abyss, Dark. That's actually quite helpful here, because we get the aura bonus over there. That's really, really interesting. Huh. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel usage on that one. I think we just send team 1, and then we're going to draw 4 more. So let's get them in here. Are we going to get some nice buffs from here? Ooh, we get another neighboring buff. Oh, that's wild. Especially considering we got a light where it is on this team. Oh, that's crazy. Can we clear this? We might be able to. Okay, let's just draw these last cards here. So there's a full lineup. Huh. Alright, so we need Fortress, Light, and Transcendence. So let's turn these into Light. That's already great. We're going to go ahead and put our Light here on Team 3 like we were going to do. That's nice. We'll drop the neighbors on there. We'll then add in this aura buff, which takes that higher. We'll put the 10% on. That's great. We've got this buff over here. It's still not quite enough. So I'm going to cancel usage. We'll just send in Team 2 using the buff that we've put on there. That's fine. So we'll attack with this. And then we'll draw just our next ones until we get a buff. 10%. That's really nice. Okay. So let's do it. Let's put all our buffs in again. We have 130,000 here. We do need to purchase some value packs to make this happen. Let's buy this bottom one just for 4. 1 more is still not enough. Oh. Yeah, we are just slightly off. We will get a buff off this. It's amazing. It's going to give us so much extra power. But at least we do get to send it and get the kill here. I think we're going to go and have to buy a package here. So already at this point, we've spent an additional 1,500 Contract Starry Gems. But we need them to make this. And this is better rewards than what we'd get from a gala. So back in we go. Let's pull out all our cards and see what buffs we can get from here. We're after Abyss, Dark, and Transcendence. So that first team is already nice to see, as we have 2 Abysses. We get Transcendence, Abyss, Shadow, Light. Okay, that's interesting. So, of all these teams, I actually think Team 2 is probably the weakest. So let's send that in, and let's draw and get some more bonuses. Okay, that's a strength increase at least. That's nice. We'll draw again. Wow, Fortress, 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 Light. That's that's a little annoying. Okay. And this light change here, that actually might be useful on this Fortress hero, just for the additional aura. That enhances here, like so. We've got our plus 15s and the plus 10 as well. That might be useful. So that takes us up to 75,000. Okay, so we'll cancel all the usages there. I think we just send Team 2. That's as okay as it's going to be. But I am curious, what's better, 3 and 1 or 2 and 2? Weirdly enough, having 2 pairs is better than 3 of a kind. That's bizarre. So we'll send Team 2. Bang. And let's draw again. 1, 2. There's an interesting buff. Okay, that's Shadow, Abyss, Dark. That synergizes perfectly with what we need for this guy. Like actually perfectly. Ooh, Shadow, Dark, and Abyss are already on here. And this final one is Fortress. Drat. That is annoying that it's so rainbow. With our enhancements, we still don't have enough damage to beat this. Oh, we get... Forest. What a useless buff. That's annoying. And this next one is actually a Forest hero. Okay, that's adorable, but not helpful. So, actually, we've spent more than I wanted to here. We are going to have to buy the final pack down here, which is 4 additional of the cards. So we'll draw in, we'll get ourselves, what looks like a 3-of-a-kind Forest team. That's really funny. And then we put every single buff we need to here onto Team 1, like so, and that's game on board. So we'll attack everything in. There you go. And that is going to be the boss dead, Stage 9 cleared, and we can claim our final rewards here for beating Stage 9, which is nice. It gets us this chest, it gets us 5 glorious relics, And that means that once we've purchased from the Glorious Treasury, we've got some Stellar Shards from here, we can then go into Stage 3, and you can choose what's best for your account, whether you need Core of Origin Shards or Essence Sublimation. Now, the one issue of doing what we've done today, if you want to compare it to having gone in the Gala, is we haven't awakened any heroes. So we won't get any of the bonuses that you would get for doing that. So maybe there's a B tier you really needed, or maybe you were trying to get an A tier or an S tier. That sometimes happens for free-to-play players, but generally that's what I would call copium. You're hoping for something to happen that's probably not going to happen. It's very risky. But yes, you do get artifacts from here, which can be very helpful, and you are getting a little bit more sublimation, but at the same time, you are spending more Contract Starry Gems. I think from an investment point of view, you are generally better nowadays using your Starry Gems on value packs. Also, I didn't get particularly lucky in the card Clash of Illusion, and perhaps you guys saw ways that I could have made a little bit more efficient use of my cards. Obviously, I'm just a human being. I'm not completely perfect at this, so maybe there were like a few cards that maybe weren't used as optimally as they could have been. Maybe it was one extra card clear than I needed to. Who knows? Either way, guys, what we did get this week is an opportunity to get some really strong rewards, and I know for a lot of you, the massive bonus of 2.5 million Stellar Shards far outweighs what you're missing out on by missing the Gala. And I do think this is a great use of Contract Starry Gems for free-to-play players. However, you don't get that many free-to-play Contract Starry Gems, so you won't be able to do this every time the event happens. So perhaps Stage 7 is just a comfortable position for many of you free-to-play players, and then only stretch up to Stage 9 when you can to unlock the third store here and get yourself some sublimation. Hopefully you found today useful, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you decided to do this week and what rewards you managed to grab. And if you need more help with your Idle Heroes accounts, join us on Tuesdays through our Discord and through Twitch to catch my content live, where I can give you guys account advice. That's where we do our account reviews, so more information can be found in our Discord. If you need that, there's a link below. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, have an amazing week and happy idling.